Living quarters. Old is shutting the door. Young is shaking off the rain.
The damp's got to the foodstuffs. The salt cut is out.
Out?
Blast it, gone to rot.
Praised be!
Now will you hear me?
Hear what?
That we best be rationing.
Rationing?
Insubordinate again.
It's only been 1 day.
The devil's tail.
Young can't figure out Old's train of thought. Look, maybe the tender, maybe she did come. We missed her is all. I can take the dory out.
Weeks, Winslow.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Weeks? Young is beginning to feel confused and afraid.
Weeks, weeks.
We slept in, dead drunk.
It's been weeks ago since we missed her, Winslow, and I've been asking you to ration for weeks now too, and you've been barking at me like a mad dog, saying you can take the dory out.
Now look.
Don't be losing your head now.
This ain't funny.
No, it ain't, and I ain't wanting to be stranded here with some damned lunatic.
Stranded?
That's what I said.
I thought you said relief was coming.
If we can wait out this storm.
The tender is coming, he says, trying to convince himself.
In 75, old Striker were marooned here for 7 long months he was. The storm died on the mainland, but here waters were too rageful, neither to launch nor land.
You're just trying to scare me. Young is worried he is losing his mind, or is it Old who's losing it?
Look at you pretending, but you well know your lot.
Pilot Rock, behind the quarters, night. The storm continues. Old holds 2 shovels. He throws the shorter one at Young.
Dig.
Old starts digging like a madman in the wind and rain.
Dig, says I.
Young joins, afraid of what they might be digging up. Later, they have dug a deep, muddy hole, about the size of a grave.
Here she lies, Old unearths.
A wooden crate. He gives it to Young. Moments later, they open it. Inside are 10 full bottles of booze. Rations. Living quarters. Night. The 2 drink while they ration out supplies. Old is marshalling Young. They are pretty drunk already. Young eyes a ledger written in the logbook, marked with pounds of coal, number of tins, gallons of oil, etc. Outside, the rain hammers down. Wind howls.
Their gums grew swollen, the color of bone then to rot. Terry blood oozed, teeth dropping to deck with none to hold on to. Their legs withered and turned gangrenous, every shade of the peacock's tail. The worst of us couldn't fend against the shipwrats what gnawed at the soles of our feet.
Old proudly shows off his missing front teeth.
Land ho, here's I, but only grass and trees on that island. So we drank upon the sap and ate upon the grass. 'Twas Providence saved us from turning to each other's flesh like bare-naked savages, and 'twas that scurvy what left me locked ever since.
He knocks on his leg again. Thought you said you broke it.
Eh?
Your leg, Catholic nuns and such like.
No, you must have misheard.
Young looks at Old suspiciously. Old reciprocates. Camera reveals Young is secretly pocketing a dinner knife. Living quarters, bunk room, later that night. Old sits on Young's bed staring out the window, fixated on the horrible storm which is tearing the outbuildings apart. Young is on the floor pouring himself another. 2 empty bottles are by him. He takes another swig. No, 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 no. And I says, get off me, I says.
Fallen.
But they never listened. They'd never, if I had a chance, they'd never, none of them. Lily-livered Canadian black-galled cowards. Didn't fight no revolution, never, and look at 'em, cowards. Old keeps staring out the window.
Thieves be falling fast.
Never any day, breaking my back, working a man harder than 2 horses, but Winslow?
Yep, them Eves is goners.
Give me your cant hook, I says to him, but Foreman Winslow always calling me a dog, a filthy dog. Old turns.
Winslow?
I'll show you who's a dog.
Winslow.
What of him?
Who Winslow? The Eves be falling.
He's always ragging on me like you, damn fool nonsense.
Ragging?
How'd you find yourself off that grass island anyhow?
Ragging? Who's ragging? What island? That's the trouble with you, Winslow.
Yeah, that's the trouble with Winslow.
That's the trouble with you?
Young takes a swig and looks Old in the eye. The trouble with you is eating grass without no teeth.
Come now.
Your sea matey's teeth was falling out.
What are you getting at, Winslow?
Just it seems powerful hard to eat grass without no teeth. Goats and sheeps and cows, well now, they got teeth, don't they?
You know how you eat grass without having your teeth?
Oblige me.
You rip it out and you swallow it.
You rip it out and you swallow it.
You rip it out and...
I don't know about that.
You don't?
I don't.
What?
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 That's what I mean.
What?
That's the trouble with you.
That's the trouble with ye.
With you!
With ye!
No! I want a steak.
Shut it!
A steak. A steak. A rare, bloody steak. If I had a steak, I could... Oh boy.
You don't like my cooking.
Don't be such an old...
You're drunk. You don't know what you're talking.
How could I possibly like the horseshit you fix us for supper? Them tin kitchen shanty cooks gave us fried donuts 3 times a day and country ham bigger than your fist.
You're drunk, or you wouldn't be saying that. You're drunk. You're drunk. You're drunk.
I'm drunk. I'm drunk.
You heard me.
You've been drunk since...
Damn ye!
Drunk since I first laid eyes on you.
You're fond of me lobster, ain't ye?
You're drunker than a Virginia fence.
I seen it. You're fond of me lobster. Say it.
Old is furious.
Damn ye!
I don't have to say nothing.
Let Neptune strike you dead, Winslow!
Old becomes dreadfully serious. Young is afraid and silent. Old speaks more powerfully and passionately than any Tamburlaine or Lear. He calls out to the gods of the sea, a man possessed. Old goes on a super long monologue cursing Winslow. He is shaking like a lunatic, veins popping in every direction, exhausted, eyes drilling into Young. Young sweats. What can he do? What can he say? Has he been cursed? Doomed? Alright, have it your way. I like your cooking.